Lovely, lovely, wonderful people. A pleasant afternoon to you. So I'm seeing something here on the Jamaica Observer's site. JCF payment delays. Ex-cop still awaiting monies owed 3 years after exit. Government attributes delay to complex pension system. A former member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, says he has been left questioning whether his 10 years of service to his country was worth it. Having spent the last 3 years awaiting retroactive payments and payments for leave balances owed to him when he exited the force. Why? Officer, I understand your feeling, Some of us in the public sector, area, we are awaiting retroactive payments to ourselves and wonder if it will ever come. The ex-cop who requested anonymity out of fear he would receive backlash for highlighting his plight, and that's a fair request, said he left the JCF in good standing. So he's not a corrupt cop, basically. Declining an opportunity to re-enlist in 2023, he said he followed the necessary exit protocols and received a certificate of service with a promise that outstanding payments would be transferred to him. However, 3 years later, that promise has not been kept. The story and the life of the public sector worker. General Secretary of the Jamaica Police Federation, Sergeant Lloyd Duncan, said the Federation has received multiple complaints from former service members who are experiencing delays in receiving payments, and the Federation is advocating on their behalf. According to the Ministry of National Security and Peace, under which the JCF operates, people who may be experiencing delays are those permitted to remain in office up to their 60th birthday and receive payment in lieu of vacation leave, dependents of deceased members who should receive benefits, and members who are on contract and are to get leave or gratuity payment. The ministry said these delays are due to a focus being placed on outstanding pension payment cases. Why is it that when it comes to the general public sector workers, it is always some complications? But for some people, they were able to get their 100%, 200%, and 300% in a quick moment, like in the blinking of an eye, to be paid out the said month. For the ex-cop who spoke to the Jamaica Observer, he described the situation as unacceptable, and I'm with him, to be honest, especially given the lack of communication and updates on the issue. This is him speaking now. People have been calling, and each time we call, it's like the same story. It's like, oh, the document is at audit. Wow. He's mirroring a lot of what other people from other public sector areas experience. It's at this particular desk. I can't seem to move. Document is here, document is there. I even know somebody who is actually overseas as well. And he called, and it's over 3 years now. And it's over 3 years now. And it's over 3 years now. And he's now he's waiting, and it's the same thing. They're telling him that, oh, it's still at audit, and we're still waiting on audit, and it's like the same story for about 3 consecutive years. He said at one point, that is the finance department of the JCF, were saying, oh, the person that's in charge of the payment desk has retired. Yeah. Or they're on leave, or they're not at work today. Yeah, I always hear those stories. So provision is never made for people who retired or deceased on leave or vacation for some reason or other. Provision is not made. They don't have a substitute. Suppose all were to drop down and die, how things would get done? Or all were to migrate, how would things be done? Let's read. And they haven't filled the spot. And until that spot is refilled, nothing can be done. So it must be written in blood then. What's his name there? What the name of that king again? Had put his signet or his ring to decree such a particular nonsense as what I just read a while ago. But until the spot is filled, nothing can be done. What kind of madness is that? Anyway, let me continue reading, because it's, yeah. So it's just like a backlog. Each time you call, it's like the same story. And there's nobody who can give you any clear or definitive or definite answer to say, oh, payments will be made in the next few months or nothing at all, he told the Sunday Observer, clearly frustrated. While he could not quantify the amount owed, the former service member said he was told he was obligated to receive payment for his leave balance and retroactive payments. Rank and file JCF members received retroactive payments for additional hours worked under the public sector compensation restructuring. He's speaking, it's money that I'm entitled to, money that I can use for something else rather than trying to find money to do other things. It could have eased some form of burden or something. I had a business that I wanted to do prior to now, and I had to take a loan, and this is what ends up happening to many public sector workers. Taking loan and putting themselves in serious debt or so just to do it. I could have used that money. I didn't expect it to exceed at least, or over 3 years now, the ex-JCF member said. I remember one time I called and the lady at the finance branch, she was like, didn't you call earlier this year? Earlier this year. Can you imagine that? Same call later down in the year and she said, didn't you call earlier? Like, how dare you call months later? That is too quick. I said, no, I didn't call. This is the first time I'm calling from the year. It's like you're begging and you have to check the temperament of the person you're talking to because it's like you're bothering them just to call and ask, he shared. Sergeant Duncan said the Police Federation brought the matter to the Minister of National Security and assurance was given that they're working to resolve the matter. Are they? We were told that yes, they got complaints and that they're having some challenges with auditing. Lord. They were short with auditors, so the minister and the permanent secretary have put in place some temporary workers to deal with the backlog, he told the Sunday Observer. Duncan said he cannot confirm how long the issue has been ongoing or the number of former members affected, but said that the Federation has received calls of complaints from former members as it relates to delayed payments. He's speaking. This is a very unfortunate situation. Being the body that represents the rank and file members, more so retirees now, they have served many years of their lives dedicated to serving Jamaica as a whole. It is just an unfortunate situation, and I hope that it will be resolved as soon as possible, said Duncan. Acknowledging that the situation is regrettable, the ministry, in a written response to the Sunday Observer, said every effort is being made to reduce the backlog and assured former service members that they will receive what is owed. The ministry noted that the processing of the final payments is a complex exercise that requires island-wide coordination among area headquarters of the JCF and several government entities such as the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service and the Accountant General's Department, all of which undergo multiple stages of verification to ensure the accuracy of service records, leave entitlements, earnings, and other supporting documentation before payments can be authorized. So it never takes so long for some of the parliamentarians at the time when they had gotten 100%, 200%, and so on. To address these challenges, the ministry established a centralized pension hub to streamline the process, strengthen coordination among the relevant agencies, and improve accountability for the timely completion of files. Dedicated teams meet 3 times each week to process pension cases through to completion and upload. The team has convened on 23 operational days, achieving an average processing rate of approximately 4 file uploads per day. The previous monthly average prior to the establishment of the pension hub, to date, 86 pension files have been successfully uploaded to the Public Employees Pension Administration system, PPAS. Guys, you know what to do. Read TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe, be one of the lions, and follow me on Instagram.